home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it away to start us off. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Might be calling a hot route. Perez to throw. It's complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The give to the back. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush. And that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's crossed. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
To have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They go to the ground. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
High to change now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down, down even further, pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I'm...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. Offense is ready to go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in a bunch formation. Perez wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they swarm him under.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Trojans want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Perez to throw. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Perez wants to throw. Back open in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Gophers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. To the air, it's Berry. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Berry. Working that left side now. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Off play action. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there. They sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Steps away. And to get rid of it quickly.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.